Like Rover. Turn it over, turn it over, turn it over. Turn it over, turn it over. How you do that there? Said my baby got me baby stepping through that there.
Oh, wait. We ain't ready to record yet, or is we ready to record now? This is your girl, Ijada, the artist, also known as Ijada, my Aunt Sarah, for those of you who follow me for the spiritual content. Yes, very gifted and talented. So here is one of my other gifts. If you've been following me for a while, you already know this. What is this? 9:24 here on the East Coast. On the 20 what? Hold on. Alexa, pause. Alexa, what's today's date?
It's Saturday, August 28th.
Is it? It's only Saturday. All right, Alexa. Thank you very much. Alexa, pause, and you may replay the song. Anyway, it is the 28th on a Saturday. Here we are. We got some good stuff. We got some important stuff to talk about. This is one of the psychic tarot readings that's going on for the community right now. So if you ready to get ourselves together and fucking cancel out certain people so we could get the damn thing going, then let's get it started. But one more time for the one more time for the song Like Rover by moi, Ijada. So when you get a chance, go on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, any platform, YouTube, whatchamacallit, SoundCloud, and go check me out. Go check me out. Do got a song coming up soon with a video to premiere for Hell Up Out of Here. You know what I mean? So be on the lookout for that. That's going to be exciting. But let's get down to business. So what do we want to be talking about today? Before we get into more detail, I want to leave my handles for you guys, okay? Because lately I've discovered, since the everything has been going on with 2020, the shit has been getting real crazy with censorship, and I've gotten my YouTube channel deleted recently. All my predictions, my 2019 predictions that came into fruition in 2020, and my 2020 predictions that came into fruition in 2021, they're gone. All my client readings gone, music gone. And so if you guys could support me, help me build this website so that I could put all my content over there, and that way I don't have to rely on someone else or have to worry about my content being deleted on someone else's platform. Does that make sense? So if you could support me at callmethemoongoddess, that's my cash app, I'd appreciate it. I don't know how long my account will be on Instagram, but it is up and it is running. I've had many threats and censorships over that way as well, but that is Ijada _Ma'at _Sarah. I'll be sure to leave those in the description, and if you click on the link there, you can follow me on Telegram, which is more of a encrypted platform. Still, I'd love to build my own website and have all the ins and outs so that I could be able to provide you guys with the music, with the spiritual content, with the the macro investigation when it comes to my psychic gifts and other spiritual tools that I use in order to help enhance those at the time. And the help of my ancestor spirit, guys, and the God within. So I would appreciate your support very, very much. Again, cashapp, call me the moon goddess. And let's get down to business. All right, so we're doing a little different today. Welcome to the Underground Movement Project. This is your girl, Aijada Ma'at Sarah, and I'm here today to give you a reading in regards to a brother in the black community by the name of Young Pharaoh. And supposedly he goes by Aten now, Aten Nation. All of his woke stuff is gone. It's gone. Deleted. Whether he did it or was forced to do it or YouTube did it or his shit was taken down by the actions of himself, of the foolery, and reported as such, it is gone. Period. It's gone. I mentioned my YouTube being gone, right? With this right here, right? This was some other shit. I mean, it all deals with, the powers that be, but this right here. See, you think this stuff only happens to Hollywood? YouTube. It's a tube all about you. Right? You can expose yourself and be exposed. You yourself. If you bring yourself to a point where you can become a threat, your character too can become assassin. Especially if you have a lot of followers, right? Because if you have the status and the influence of Hollywood, per se, then you too can be slain. So let's move on. Okay, let's light this up, set the atmosphere, and get this ready. This here is a community reading, a macro reading. Whenever I feel an inkling in my spirit that tells me that I need to pull my cards out, that's when I do it. See, I understand that a lot of people that do this type of work, not knowing what their intentions are, but I mean, in this matrix, you have to make money, right? And so I understand that most of the people that do this type of work, they may do it on, for different reasons, but they're pretty much consistent, and that's the way the algorithm works. But for me, as you can see, when you see my readings, you see them come into fruition over time. So there's not really much for me to really keep coming on here and saying the same thing over and over when it takes time. If you follow me, if you've followed my predictions, and then you fucking know. So I have a life, I have a family, that I care for and that I'm caring for. And so it just doesn't really do us any good for, for me to be consistent, because these types of readings come out, they take a bit. Now, if you want something done for you, specifically, usually I do share those anonymously so that, others can see my work and the testimonies that come from them. But my spirit was ruffled a bit on this young Pharaoh incident. And I can say, there's a lot of these scandals that are coming out in the black community when it comes to the conscious community. And something's fishy. So I had to pull out the cards. So I laid out my astrology cards. Then I laid out my my vice versa deck, right? And it's pretty much what I already knew it was. So here's the confirmation. You ready? All right. This all starts out with relationships and desires. It starts out with money and desires, right? How can I say this? Excuse me. I'm not affiliated with any religion or spiritual system, but I do take from several things that I experienced within my life, and from several systems that resonate with me throughout my spiritual journey. And I do my God thing, my goddess thing. Alright? And trying to figure out how I can say this. I guess, alright, so the Bible quote that I want to give you, right, is that money, the love of money, the love of money is the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. But when I give this spiritual verse, I don't mean it in the way in which the church presents it to you and interpretates it, okay? I'm giving it to you real life synchronization, binarily coded, okay? Hoping you're following me right now. So, the love of money, right? We're looking at we're looking at Venus, right? Which rules, it rules the second house. It rules the second house. You know what I mean? It rules the second house, but we're looking at Venus, which rules the zodiac signs of Taurus and of Libra, love and money and wealth, right? Desires, okay? Right? I'm getting somewhere with this. All right, so those of you who have followed Young Pharaoh, and if you haven't, okay, he has been around for a long time and acquired lots of followers due to his information, his study, and his research in regards to a vast amounts of knowledge that could be obtained through the reading of historical books and facts and science and spiritual systems and so forth. Okay, and he last year 2020 pandemic, right? The rising of the pandemic, um, is when he went ham real hard on um, conspiracy. I can't say theory because I don't believe that these conspiracies are theories if they are indeed truth, facts. Okay, so during this pandemic, there's a whole vast amounts of atrocities that has happened. Lots of lives have been lost, homes, villages, cities, fucking countries destroyed, leaders gone. It's a war. Okay. I'm getting somewhere. Follow me. If you haven't followed me before, follow me now. I'm getting somewhere with this. So, last year he went ham. This is when Trump was in president before a transition to the what's this dude's name? Old dude, Biden, Harris, Kamala, or whatever. Yeah, before it transitioned into that whole thing, and he was, and I was doing research too and exposing a lot of this stuff. And he was exposing a lot of this shit. And he made a lot of people think. Now listen, this man had lots of followers, and I would say that he had now, like I said before, I mentioned in the beginning that a lot of this woke information is gone. It's gone. You might be able to find a little bit, but it's going to be like little snippets of lives and little, here and there. Okay. Matrix motherfucking reloaded. Okay, I don't know where that came from, but that's just what Spirit gave me. Matrix motherfucking reloaded. The system is rebooting. Okay? That makes sense? Are you following me here? So, it's all about the powers that be that don't want you to know nothing. Okay? They don't want you to know nothing. They don't want you to know nothing. And this is the very reason why we have sitting here, right, our brother of the community who was once leading is now led by the clone alter ego, led by the passions and desires of money and materialism. Not to say that this is this brother's passions and desires. However, this is the route in which the powers that be would like to flip it so that the community is destroyed. Why? Because lethal information was given to the community to wake you up. To wake you up. And I'm pretty sure that this man was a positive influence to people. And all right, here we got right here. Let me just get down to cut to the chase. Listen, Five of fucking swords, which basically is a fight, but this right here is in reverse, which tells me that this fight has been lost. Now, if you have been following young Pharaoh, you would have known last year he was fighting on behalf of the people. At once he was fighting on behalf of the black community, but then 2020 you kind of see his stance in which he took seemed to be a bit more of a melting pot type of thing. And it wasn't, it was the way I took it. Now this is me talking right here. This is just me. This isn't me in the spirit, but this is me talking. The way I took it, right? Because I personally have followed him for a while. But the way I took the switch over and in regards to the way he was trying to present it, the way I interpreted his presentation, right, was, hey, listen, I'm still for my people, but in all reality, this is what's really going on. It's us against them. We need to come together, and do what we got to do to make it happen, right? And so if you follow my predictions, you would have known. I wouldn't have taken this route to become a Trump supporter. I'm neither here nor there, Republican, Democrat, or I'm not none of this shit. I'm not of this. Don't include me in this bullshit. But if you follow my predictions, you would have known that Trump would have been a no-no, and then Biden would have been a no-no. It all would have been a no-no. Why? Because it's a setup. It's a setup. Yeah. It's a setup. Reminds me of a couple of verses in one of my rabbit hole editions. Be on the lookout for that. But it's a setup. So I wouldn't have followed down this trail of a Trump supporter because I seen the sides, both sides that were playing. In all reality, it was one-sided. It was all one and the same. And that's what the cards spelled out. But here we see this Five of Swords. The fight has been lost. I guess he sued YouTube or was raising some money to sue YouTube because YouTube was censoring him really heavily, allegedly. And just giving you guys a little background story. I haven't heard the the outcome of that lawsuit. But the cards say that that it's been lost. I don't see that there was any type of win in this fight. As a matter of fact, there was conditions. I believe if this wasn't ever taken to this level, it kind of would have been left alone. But they got him. They got him. MK Ultra, fucking clone, fucking, you're on your own, handler. No, I see it all. And I'll get into that in a bit. It's like, hey, now you got to turn around and do our bit. Because you got to fix this shit. I honestly believe, and this is intuitively, this isn't even looking at cards. I honestly believe that man was cloned. That tattoo on his eyes, like the music that's changed, is definitely not culture. It's mainstream. um, BITCH this, it's Bang Bang Gang Gang, it's in Nation, it's cultivism, it's brain it's so cult like it took a left. It took a left, and basically that it was a loss with conditions, and I believe that that's not him. That's a clone. He's gone. I can't even say that's MK Ultra, and he has handlers, i.e., all those surrounding him. But I want to talk about a specific handler, though. But let me hold on because I hear some drama outside of my window and I usually don't. But somebody's out there talking about, tell me I'm crazy, tell me I'm crazy, tell me I'm crazy. So I'm going to get back. We're going to take a little break and we're going to get back to this next section of the intuitive reading. Yeah, remember when I said the love of money is the root of all evil? Just remember that. Okay, so even before I get on to the next part of the intuitive reading, Spirit had me get on this real quick and let y'all know that what you're about to see is going to be a domino effect within the black community. It's like a bomb virtually dropped on the black community. Every leader that you virtually thought that you had will be destroyed. Its image will be, yeah, done. All history of that person wiped out. Only with the intent to instill not only fear within the black community, but to set an example for all. And so that the black community basically feels that they have no one. You have no one. Every leader that you think you could have will be and has been wiped out. You're looking for a savior, no one can save you. What are you going to do now? You have no one to direct you or guide you or tell you our fucking business because we know you don't read or you don't critically think. Bang, bang. All these rants and stuff that you see going on, that's not going to stop. That's not going to stop. All the threats and stuff that you hear, that's not going to stop. Yeah, like like the whole pandemic, the whole story that's been lengthened since forever. I don't think that's going anywhere. And this is his new page of the sets destructions. They're not going anywhere either. So when he says like stuff like my page ain't going nowhere, it's not going anywhere. It's not. YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, Twitter, whatever the fuck he uses, they're all going to act like they don't have time to fucking look at his page. That they just have, because of, this pandemic and everything that's going on, they don't have enough staff. They don't have, and they have better things to be worrying about right now. And they're just going to put that on hold. Nothing's going to happen. So I just wanted to put that out there too. Shit, I just keep getting all these freaking downloads. Yeah, the shit gets deep. Welcome to the rabbit hole. Okay. So the fight has been lost, right? Given conditions. And these conditions are, we own you. However, now this clone is sent on its way to do its mission. All right? Now, what really fascinates people is money. Venus rules Taurus, and it also rules Libra, love and relationships and money. Are you following me? Okay? So what has been interrupted has been the communication with the black community and or the melting pot of people that have been influenced by this influencer. Are you following me? Okay? So money is the attraction. The materialism is the attraction. Now the image has to be destroyed. So confusion has crept into the community, and now we don't know where this man's stance is. All this money that he said that he was taking to help the community and help build us, help move us forward. Like I said before, remember the channel that I gave not too long ago in regards to this information that got out to the community that woke a mass amount of people up, right? That got to be fixed. Because music in Hollywood don't say what this man is saying. Now all of a sudden his music is mimicking what Main Street mimics. The same poison that destroys our children, our youth, and our people. Most of our people are gone because the pandemic done took them out. Now what do we do with those, with what's left? You know, those who refuse to follow the rules. Those who go against the plan. Okay. So in order for this clone to do what needs to be done, it has to fix this communication, right? And so that communication was beneficial to the people. Now that beneficial communication has to be broken. Does that make sense? And in order for this clone to be able to destroy and live out the destruction that needs to happen, money moves mountains in this matrix. And so an offer has been given. And I believe from what I see, because I do see love and I do see how can I say this? I see an offer that's coming in, right, for YP, right? Money has been given. Another offer has been given where there's a relationship with a young lady that he has or will have, and this relationship, it will happen pretty fast, and this she will show her face on, her face will be shown. This is the new queen. That's the new handler too. Gotta keep him straight. He can't veer off. He can't veer off. Now he can't veer off the path of destruction, okay? He can't. Because they say narrow is the way and broad is the path to destruction, right? This man Gotta lead y'all every fucking where. You don't know where his stance is, who he's with next, what he's doing next. First he agree with this, then he disagree with that, then he's for this, then he's not for that, then he's mad at this, then he's mad at that, this happened to him, but then that didn't happen to him, and they did this and they, huh? You confused as shit. The communication is all fogged up. It's all messed up. And I don't think there'll really be any real clear explanation either for this. I mean, there hasn't really been any really clear explanation for anything. For anything. If you question the reality that you live in. 9/11. Even this whole Olympic thing. The number of deaths. The votes, the scams, the justice that was supposed to be given that never was. The foundations that were supposed to help those who have experienced natural disasters and never received the help. There's never really no clear explanation for these confusing things. And I don't really see a clear explanation for this. For the new girl that's in the picture, the new queen, for the direction and where they're going, all the information that's going, you know. Everything's going to sound like rumors now. And so Spirit's showing me that the perception is changed. It's more like Mandela effect taking place right now. And so to kind of wrap this thing up real quick, I'm gonna get to my oh no. I can't forget that this clone was given the blessing, all right? This clone was given the blessing to go forth to carry out the destructive plans. Okay? I don't want to leave that out. But the last card within the second house, like I mentioned before, confirms the very first astrological card, which is Venus, because Venus rules the second house. And in this instance, in this reading, is all about beliefs and values, resources, you know, everything that it entails to take care of your temple, to survive your home, right? So all these beliefs, values, and resources, these spiritual systems, have to be torn down. The fight has been lost. And the clone is sent and turned around to do its mission, to destroy the black community by destroying information, confusing communication. And communication will continue to fluctuate. And again, I will say, I see no clear explanation. So I had to throw out a couple cards too. I said, okay, so what's the end result? What is the main purpose of all this? What's the main purpose? You might say, well, what you think? It's common sense. The main purpose in Nine of Swords is to keep the people entrapped and encased in a spell. Okay? To keep them blinded, to put the blinders back on so they could continue with their goddamn agenda, right? And the end result with this is to leave the people impoverished, right? Malnutrition, um, looking at Five of Pentacles right now. Five of Pentacles. And many of you are going to be giving your money away still to this man. And so you're going to help him to continually build at least 70,000 fucking dollars a month and or more plus. Are you signed up to Aten Nation? I'm not advertising this man's university or site. I'm just trying to get you to be aware that if you are assigned to his university, that you are contributing to the plan, the agenda, which is not yours. It's not yours. You're following a plan that you think you agree with. It's not even this man's plan. It's not yours. So if you are assigned to this man's university, you're the love of money is the root of all evil. Okay, you're contributing. Money fuels this campaign here. Money fuels this campaign. And in order for it to stop, you got to stop watching the shit and giving money for the shit and contribute to all the right shit. This is the wrong shit. Okay? And then what you got to do is you got to go deep down inside. And you still got to understand that you are a god. You are a goddess. And just because one man's image, right, has been destroyed, and to give a new perspective to those who may not know this man, and because all the information is wiped out, the only perspective that you have now is that this is what the black community, this is what the conscious community looks like. That's what that's supposed to be. Oh, that's what, there's room polygamy for everybody, right? Let's just cancel that. That's really supposed to help the community, economically, to nation build. But since his character has been destroyed and he once was polygamous or still is, we don't really know his stance. We don't know what he's for anymore, right? Because confusion has crept into the community as a disguise of deterrent and distraction. Sometimes we gotta boycott ourselves. I don't give a fuck what your skin color is. Black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, brown, white, yellow, red, or I don't care what your skin color is. Sometimes you gotta cancel your own people. And so if their whole main issue is for you to be hopeless, be like, man, we'll never have a leader. Every leader that we have, they take out. Rest in peace, young Pharaoh. You can't give up this woke shit, because what they turn that shit into, that's not what it is. That's not what that is. Okay, and understand that you are a god and a goddess. Okay, you got to go deep down inside. Honestly, you don't even really need a fucking book. You don't even really need to read. I'm gonna just be honest. If you go in intuitively, the higher power will speak, and you'll know, when you really tap in, and you'll understand that you won't need to look for a leader Because you are that. And when the collective understands that, everything just kind of fucking works collectively. When you walk in your passion, when you walk in your purpose, when you walk in righteousness, right? Everything functions. The hands do what they're supposed to do. The feet do what they're supposed to do. You know, my brain does what it's supposed to do. When everything works and does what it's supposed to do, when you come here to this holographic realm, this 3D realm, when you come here to do what you're supposed to do, everything should collectively function as a body. You don't need nobody in that sense to lead you, because you are that somebody. Okay? I really, that was given to me by spirit right there. Usually I would throw out some oracle cards. I'm gonna do that for you, and it just might confirm the same shit that I said, because I felt that entirely. But let's move on to the oracle, and then we'll be wrapping this thing up. Oh, wow, I shuffled the deck. I did my thing, meditated over the deck, and I can't say I threw out an oracle card. That shit kind of threw itself out the deck. And basically what Spirit is saying, and I'll read it to you in a minute, but when I look at this, Spirit is basically saying that if you're going to continue to watch this nonsense, if you're going to continue to watch this mess, if you're going to continue to be distracted, make yourself useful, okay? You got to look deeper into the situation, all right? You got to look deeper into it. This is more of like a S.O.S. This is an expression of an extreme emergency, you know, against the black community. This is a fucking bomb dropped on us. This is Hiroshima. And even for the melting pot of community. When I say melting pot, I mean those other than black, that, you know, because he changed his stance at one point in 2020. There was a lot of people that were, you know, of different races that was following this young man. You know what I mean? The Spirit is saying that if you're going to continue to engage in this distraction and or follow this story, you need to look deeper and decipher its meaning. Okay, I know it looks crackish. I know it looks coked up. I know it looks skits. I know it looks very narcissistic. And much times lately, it appears to be very psychotic, psychopathic, sociopathic type of tendencies. Yeah. It's been that real. It's been that real, and videos haven't been taken down unless he's taking it down himself, maybe so that he doesn't get. I don't know, but what I see in the cards too ain't shit gonna happen to his new page of destruction, nation, and whatever else he builds from there. From what I do know, he is trying to get everyone to his site. I don't know what's on that shit. But broad is the path to destruction. So if you're going to continue to engage in watching this sort of distracting entertainment, you need to seek the symbols and decipher their meanings, okay? This is a S.O.S, an expression of an extreme type of emergency, you know? You gotta save our brother, you feel me? They got him. You know, they got him. I know there's a lot of confusion, but there's code within the language. You gotta, you know, and only it will speak to your spirit when you know, like, you know, just like when you read the Bible or the Quran or any other type of holy book, right? You got to be able to decipher what's true and what's not, you know, what came from the original and what has been added. Eat the meat, spit out the goddamn bones. That's how you make yourself productive, is what Spirit says. Seek the symbols. Decipher their meaning. That means when you go to watch this bullshit, okay, you're intentionally seeking, you're intentionally looking for something that will tell you or give you what you need in order for you to move on in your reality. Because if you're stuck in this spell, I know I mentioned that earlier. That's what that 9 of Swords is. If you're stuck in that spell, the only way you're going to be able to get out is if you intentionally seek the fucking hidden ass messages. Because it's always going to be given to you. They always going to tell you. He got to tell you. Look at his eyes. I'm going to just keep it at that. You take it as it is. Look at his eyes. Look at that. Look at his eyes. I thank you all for joining me today. I haven't done a reading since what was it, the night before or whatever? Yeah, the night before my father's passing. And I know there have been some people that ask me, are you still doing readings? And honestly, I don't know how I had the strength to be able to muster this up. I gotta get back to work for me. Still do keep checking in with me. Hey, I know you just put that reading up that you did for the community, that macro reading, a young Pharaoh, in order to help us, move through this matrix, and show us what's hidden, and make it seen for us. But I was just, wondering if, you're still doing reading. If not, I understand, and I'm hoping that you make the community aware of when you're ready, because if so, I'd really like one. Please do that. That would be that would keep me on as a reminder to stay on my path for my purpose. Feel me? And then again too, please do bless me, because it does take a lot to be able to muster the strength. These readings be draining, man. They do. So it takes a lot to muster the strength. I put in some time and dedication for you guys. So, I do appreciate the support monetarily. You could support me, cashapp, call me the Moon Goddess. Cashapp, call me the Moon Goddess. Cashapp, call me the Moon Goddess. And thank you again for all your support. And until then, I will see you guys soon when I'm back with another one.